The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Kill. Check 24, check 24. Box it. Slam.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And an alley to run. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. McManus's point after is good, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can...
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. So because of the yards after the catch, they'll wisely decline the PI.
Yeah, since it was pass interference, they would have gotten the yardage at the spot of the foul. But as you correctly noted, a little bit of run after catch for them. That extra yardage made it easy to decline the penalty.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Mahomes now on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Tighten up. He's moving, boys, he's moving. Hey, 57. Exit. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Not today, you are.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a third-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big-time scouting right there. And what a great play he just made.
Hey, you block over here. You better be afraid of me.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Rodgers now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Watch out for Hill on the return. And he finally is out of bounds but he's down inside the 20-yard line. They knew they were going to have great field position, went all out, got a little too aggressive.
And you have to understand your angles. They'll cut down when they're that backed up. You've got to be careful going after him.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. A give, running right, Lindsey. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
At the 20-yard line.
Watch the run, watch the run. Big Ed, big Ed, big Ed.
And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this 3rd down.
Switch, switch, switch. 25.
And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Here's Hill on the return. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Yellow. 180. 15. Trip. You got trip. Attack. Shoot. I don't need to.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Results of the play, 1st down and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Rapid. Check nickel.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey.
Go.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Darren Lee leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton, and it's knocked away and incomplete.
But has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire. Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Check motion. 43. Zoom, fellas, let's go.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, 43, 15. 29 is Mike 29.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
The throw over the middle taken in. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 24-yard line. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Letting one go deep for the end. And it'll be intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. 9 yards on the gain there, so he got half of it back, and it'll be 3rd down.
After another impressive run, the question has to be asked, how do you slow these guys down running the football? I think they're going to try and get more people to the point of attack, try and get more people to the line of scrimmage, almost use a variety of run blitzes in order to try and get it done.
He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. See Mike. 26.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. They'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. 33 yards that time. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off two huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On the ground with a tight end. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Rodgers with a keeper, and he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
It's a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
At the 15-yard line.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here goes 15. We gotta go, baby.
Now it's Mahomes again. And his throw here is incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, 43, 43, 15. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Oh, yeah. Hey, rip list. Here we go again. Here we go again. 29 is the Mike. Scene 6. Hey, rip list. Pretty quiet.
And again, it's Mahomes. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd. Waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 32-yard line. They go play fake. Mahomes. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They run. Cook. And he struggles to get a yard here. Maybe a yard down to the 31. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
29 is the mic. 57. Yeah, let's go sack lunch. 29 is the mic. Mike 29. Orbit.
Mahomes going to throw. And he finds Cook. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find...
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. This is taken at his 4.
Let's go, buddy. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now a give, right side. Lindsey. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
To throw is Rodgers. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Broncos 1st down.
Rodgers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Lindsey. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Here we go. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers going to throw. 20. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. It's a party now. It's a party now.
Mahomes will try again on second down. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. Third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Dylan Cole. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in the game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Frank Clark in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. A little bit of tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up fourth down.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, often...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here. And he's into the clear. He's at the 40. 20. 10. 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. In for the score. As they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Last time, they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown, and a field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously, the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Let's get it.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rodgers. He completes this to Sutton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. Two division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Rodgers to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, Ripley. Echo. 56, right there, 56. Big stop, G.
Mahomes to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Back to throw. Mahomes looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Kill. Turn up. 15. Yellow. Bravo.
Now Mahomes. That'll be complete to Cook. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They run it again with Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Check three. Slam.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Throw left side, complete to Moss. It'll be a gain of 4, and it's a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And he got it! The kick is gone, and a fantastic finish.